Most people are not failing because life is unfair. They are failing because they are too polite with a world that punishes hesitation. In 2026, survival doesn't belong to the nicest person in the room. It belongs to the calmest, most self-assured, emotionally unmoved individual. This isn't about being rude. This isn't about ego. This is about developing a form of quiet arrogance, the kind that doesn't announce itself, doesn't apologize, and doesn't seek permission to win. If you've ever felt like you think deeper than people around you, if you've ever noticed you outgrow rooms faster than others, this video will feel uncomfortably familiar. 1. Unapologetic self-belief. One arrogant behavior you must adopt in 2026 is believing in yourself without asking for consensus. Most people wait for signs, they wait for validation, they wait for approval from people who are equally confused. The quiet elite do something different. They decide internally before results arrive. They don't explain their vision, they don't argue with doubt, they move as if success is already settled. This kind of belief feels arrogant to insecure people because it exposes their indecision. In 2026, certainty will outperform talent. 2. Selective empathy. Here's an uncomfortable truth. Caring about everyone will ruin you. In 2026, emotional intelligence means choosing who deserves access to your empathy. Not everyone's struggle is your responsibility. Not everyone's sadness needs your energy. Not everyone deserves your attention. High-functioning people understand this. Empathy without boundaries becomes self-sabotage. You are not cold. You are strategic with your emotional currency. And yes, people will call this arrogance. Let them. 3. Silent superior standards. The most powerful form of arrogance is never spoken. It's having standards so high that most people disqualify themselves without you saying a word. You don't chase low effort. You don't negotiate with mediocrity. You don't lower expectations to maintain comfort. You simply walk away. In 2026, peace will come from not explaining why something isn't enough. Silence is not weakness, it's discernment. 4. Emotional detachment from opinions. If opinions could pay bills, everyone would be rich. In 2026, thriving requires arrogance toward noise. You don't emotionally react to criticism. You don't argue online. You don't defend your choices to spectators. Why? Because opinions come from people who aren't living your life. The moment you stop internalizing external commentary, your clarity multiplies. Emotionally detached people move faster, think clearer, and win longer. 5. Prioritizing self over social acceptance. Let's be honest, most people would rather be liked than respected, and that's why they remain stuck. In 2026, you must develop the arrogance to say, I don't need to be understood to move forward. You will miss events. You will decline invitations. You will choose solitude over small talk, not because you're antisocial, but because your future demands focus. Growth is lonely, and loneliness is misunderstood as arrogance. 6. Decision speed with minimal explanation. One elite habit separates winners from complainers. They decide fast and explain less. Indecisive people ask 10 opinions. Powerful people trust their judgment. In 2026, speed will be leverage. You don't owe everyone a breakdown of your choices. You don't need to justify your instincts. Confidence in action looks like arrogance to observers, but it feels like relief to the one executing. 7. Comfort with being misunderstood. Here's a truth few are ready for. If everyone understands you, you're not evolving fast enough. Growth creates distance. Depth creates isolation. In 2026, you must be comfortable being labeled too intense, too ambitious, too different. Those labels are evidence that you're ahead.
Arrogance here is not correcting people's limited perceptions. Let them misunderstand you. Your results will clarify everything. 8. Unapologetic self-preservation. You are allowed to protect your energy without apology. You are allowed to rest, to say no, to disappear and rebuild. Burnout is not a badge of honor. Sacrifice without strategy is stupidity. In 2026, thriving requires the arrogance to say, I come first so I can function at my best. Self-preservation is not selfish, it's intelligent. The new arrogance. The arrogance you need in 2026 is not loud, it's calm, it's disciplined, it's unmoved. While others complain, you refine. While others explain, you execute. And you do it without apology, because deep down, you know you were never meant to fit in, you were meant to rise above.